Hello everyone out there in the YouTube universe. I'm Carson Cunningham and welcome to my YouTube channel. I will say that I hope all of you had a Happy New Year and a very Merry Christmas. I know I did. I just want to show you a little something that I never done before. Of course, many YouTubers out there who done plenty of things that I never actually done before. And I have it right here on my Pro, which is my iPad Pro. And I have it right here on my notes. And it's a little something that no one, or maybe me, has ever done before. My very own announcements. Of course, many people do make announcements of what they're going to do for the future of their own YouTube channels and all that kind of stuff. And I thought it would be a good idea to show off mine. So, I want to start off with one thing, and one thing only. If you want to watch the entire video, then be my guest. If you're one of those people who are very patient, then very good. Thank you. Or if you don't feel like waiting at all, I will put a little time slots in the description so you could skip to certain parts of the video to hear the announcement immediately. So, with that out of the way, let's get started with number 1. As we grew up through the years, like school and other kinds of stuff, after graduation, we went our separate ways and we never saw each other again. And it's very sad. I realize that now that since graduation, since 2015, which I graduated from, I learned that I'll never see my friends again, and that's really sad. Through the years, many internet companies made the decision to make talking to people way more easier, especially from faraway places or nearby places, like social media platforms. I'm pretty sure that you have heard of them, and so have I. I joined Facebook since 2010, which is about like 10 years. And YouTube, that you know, I started from 2016, which is a milestone for me because I turned 20 years old. But you didn't need to know that. And last year, I decided to join DeviantArt and fandom. And is fandom considered social media? Tell me about it in the comments, okay? So, me and my brother had, well, mostly my brother. He was the one who had the idea to help expand my social media a lot further. So I now have Instagram, TikTok, and even Discord. Not only do I have Facebook Messenger, but now I have Discord where you can chat with me. Now, you're probably asking me, what about my Twitter? Well, that's a different story, so let's move on to number 2. Now, I probably didn't show this from my Christmas haul videos, so I will say, didn't get a lot of views as I thought it would be. I mean, I always get inspired from everything. Well, anyway, for the first time ever, I got my very own laptop. It's a Lenovo laptop. As you can see right here, it looks very slick. See? Well, you probably need to know that. This right here is a Lenovo laptop that has Microsoft support. Of course, all of you know that many laptops like this, especially with the Lenovo brand, all laptops do have lots of Microsoft support, so let's go with that. Keep this in mind, even though I do have the YouTube app on both my iPhone and iPad, the features that are featured in there, no pun intended, are very limited. However, now with my new laptop, it has lots of features that are never available to the app. I can customize my own channel. I can look at your guys' comments. And if you go to channel content, if you click on details, you can add in your own cards, your end screens, and you can customize your own thumbnails. You can click on various parts of the video from the beginning, middle, and end. But the best part about it is that you can upload your own thumbnail. I want you to know that I'm definitely looking forward for that because I definitely want to upload my own thumbnails as well. Be on the lookout for it. So anyway, moving on to number 3. Now I want you to know that every YouTuber is different. When they start out their own channels, they always find various ways to come up with their own content, with plenty of ideas, formats, and all kinds of other stuff. Kind of like me. When I started out my YouTube channel, it was not pretty. So I decided to take a little hiatus for a while, and I decided to make a comeback in 2018 with my own drawing videos. I did a look back on Blue's Clues for Blue's Clues month, and I did some experimental videos, and I also did some unboxing videos. Well, if you have been to my channel before and seen those videos, you can go check them out right now. But not right now, we're talking right now. And my brother gave me an idea to, well, you know, I decided to expand my YouTube channel a lot more further by doing just more than doing drawing videos and unboxing videos. And maybe I can come up with more experimental videos, and maybe I can do some reviews like movies, books, video games, and lots more. I will try my best to think them up in my head. It's very hard to think when, well, you know, it's plenty of work and all that, anxiety and all that, which we always have, you know. Moving on. Number 4. Now, you're probably not familiar with this, so if you are, then thank you very much. I appreciate your support there. If you're familiar with Barney the Dinosaur, as well as he embodies my childhood nostalgia, and I'm pretty sure he does to you too. Since 2016, I began to have an interest of how music composers Bob Singleton, Joe Phillips, and David Wolf, who worked on the Barney franchise, of how they created their own music styles with various synthesizers, drum machines, sample racks, and plenty of CD-ROMs, and lots of hardware and software they've been using through the years to create their own music styles. And as I kept that idea throughout, I decided to expand it a lot more further with the likes of Andrew Belling, Peter Lurie, Julian Harris, Ed Bogus, Mark Mothersbaugh, and lots more. If you see my thank you so much for the support and research video, I give a few shoutouts to Benjamin Az and Jade. But going back to Benjamin, I will say that there are a few things about him I never knew and know about him now. For example, on fandom he's best known as Cart 1146, but switched it to Ben Curb. On YouTube he's best known as Rita CEC Showtates and More, but he changed it to a more complicated long name that I'm going to be having a hard time reading. Is Zoog Disney Rocks, Redo, Tupi Rocks, 1999, WANAUTTP. I'm not exactly why he switched from these to those, but I digress. But nonetheless, I definitely want to give him a huge shout out for supporting me, and I want to thank him for it a lot. Since like a week ago, that it says right here, 1 week ago, that he's been sending me some average comments saying that Joe Phillips uses some various CD-ROMs like DigiDesign and Roland, which carries the various musical samples that he used through the years. Well, that is true. As the comments continue on, he dropped this bombshell, and I have no idea what it is, so I clicked on it. What you're seeing right here is various musical samples from every video game, from every franchise like Mario, Sonic, Pokemon, Super Smash Bros., Zelda, and many, many more. That is absolutely insane. I'm really glad that Benjamin has introduced me to this from Google Sheets. Not long afterwards, I found another spreadsheet that includes many musical samples that were used from television shows. That is absolutely more insane. I definitely learned a lot from this one as well. In fact, I found that to be very inspirational that I decided to make my own spreadsheet too, by listing the various equipment that these composers used, from what company it made, their product, every bank and preset, the program it has, and its usage. As you can see right here, I put usage there to show you where this sample was used from. Unfortunately, as I'm making this video, I always have a hard time of thinking of what to say next. So I'm gonna let the voice of Siri take over for me, okay? Take it away, Siri.
Going back to Bob, Joe, and Dave for a moment, I want you to know that I have created this idea called the Barney and Friends Sound Font Collection. And I'm pretty sure all of you have heard of what a sound font is. And for those of you who don't know, is that a sound font is a brand name that collectively refers to a file format and associated technology that uses sample-based synthesis to play MIDI files. Of course, there are a lot of people out there make a lot of various sound font collections based from video games and especially TV shows. And I thought would be a good idea to join a community like that. While it did turn out as a really good idea, but I always have a hard time promoting it. And the reason why is because even though I did all the research, but as for the rest, I didn't have any luck on it. And because of that, I've asked people like you out there to help out. I first introduced to this idea in 2019. Many people seem very keen on this idea, but the results were not what I expected, but I did receive nice comments, and I do mean that in a good way. A year later, I made an update video talking about the research is almost complete. I use the keyword almost because that Bob's list is almost finished, with the exception with Joe's and David's because they're not finished yet because the samples are very hard to find. After the video was published, I managed to get all the help that I was asking for, even though it was a short amount but was a decent effort in the end. I also tried to connect to them on Facebook Messenger, while Bob is more easier to talk to, but Joe and Dave were more difficult. Well, I take that back. David answered a little, but he revealed a little portion of his equipment there, but that's it.
Thank you very much, Siri. I'll take it from here now. Going back to the aforementioned spreadsheets at Google, I have learned that the reason that these were made is because that they do a lot more research than me. Yeah, quite ironic, ain't it? They also know everything about these formats of hardware and software and their musical samples that they carry, because those spreadsheets were linked by many users on Google. So I realize now if I did the same thing with mine, then the entirety of this research will be complete, because I had help on my side. However, I can't do this alone by myself, because I need to ask my brother to help me out, because he knows a lot of this stuff more than I do. What started out as humble beginnings from an introduction to this channel, from a short list of mediocre videos that's trying to imitate something else with no originality, followed by a short-lived comeback that never went anywhere, also followed by a second comeback, but this time with some drawing videos, also including with some unboxing videos, along with some experimental feats like golf day and my birthday. I always manage to try my best to bring something new and fresh to my channel, and I'm still doing that today. My brother once told me if I want my YouTube channel to grow, I need to expand my social media a lot more further. However, I can't check them all more than once, so I'm glad that I have him on my side. Everything I said is all true. Not 100% true, but just true. Yes, even the Siri part. It probably won't be easy for me, but I'll try my best to give it my all. I'm Carson Cunningham, and thank you for watching. And Autistic Studios is just getting started.